it's really good to see you again. Yes, we've got you back on the couch. We're gonna do a full body massage. Yeah, does that sound good? And I do have you on your stomach at the moment. I've got you hooked up with the tablet so you can watch the massage as it's happening, or if you just want to close your eyes, you can do that. It's really your call, okay? And are you comfy? Okay. And did you have any concerns today, or no? Okay, nothing too major, just we'll just work these shoulders, we'll work the lats, the back. Let's do some work on these hips, okay? Yeah, we'll do some pressure work as well. Does that sound good? Okay, great. Well, let's get started here. So I am just starting out by just giving the backs of your shoulders into your upper arms. Some good kneading squeezes, yeah. Yeah, just to get a sense of what, what's going on back here on this upper back and shoulder area. And you can possibly hear, I am sensing and feeling and hearing some crunchiness, yep. Let me just work the back of these traps here a second. Yeah, and like you said, you know, it's not anything. There's not anything too concerning. It mostly feels like, yeah, like the old culprits of too much time on the laptop, tech neck, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Let's just really work the back of these shoulders here. Okay, I'm just gonna feel just around the circumference of your right shoulder blade. We have a Bungalow kitty who's come to say hello. There we go, yeah. Oh. Okay. All right. Let's now feel around, the circumference of the left blade. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Let's feel just around both blades at the same time. And up. There we go. Okay. Let's just do a little bit more tracing there. And a little bit more tracing there. Let's trace down the spine a little bit here. Yeah. Just let me know if at any point you feel any sort of pain or discomfort, any twinges that come up. Right there between the shoulder blades? Okay. Yeah, and so just to give you a sense, like right now I'm sort of at the nape of your neck. I'm moving down the spine. And then right here to the sort of the sacrum area. Yep. At the base of your tailbone. Okay. And let's just work back up a little bit. Okay, so let's just really kind of work that spot between the shoulder blades. And let's feel these shoulders again. Okay. One shoulder. And what's the other shoulder? That's really, get in there. Yes, this is me working with the thumbs, okay? Yeah. Let's really get in there with those thumbs. Let me also feel just in through here with the thumbs as well. There we go. Just sort of opening up the back here a little bit, just to really get a sense. Let me take a look. Okay. So let's, there we go. Okay. All right, so let's move down. This is the mid back here, okay? Yeah. Just work it with my thumbs here. There we go. This is me. Oh, really working up and down the lats. Yeah. Moving down to the waist area. Just before these hips, okay? Yep. Let's get you straightened out a little bit more. Okay, and I'm gonna just feel down the spine. So I'm gonna trace out along the waist. Yeah. Just above the sacrum. Let's squeeze. There we go. Okay. Back. Into the shoulders. Okay. Just gonna open up the back a little bit more. There we go. Just kind of wiggle that shoulder. Just wiggle this shoulder. Let's work on these traps again. There we go. Yep. Okay. I am just going to really kind of trace along your right shoulder blade there. Yeah, just really kind of, it's almost like I'm kind of scooping the blade a little bit. Yep. And let's trace left blade. Yep. Again, it's almost like I'm kind of getting under that blade. Yeah. Yeah, there's something. Okay. And then, as discovered earlier, we've got this point right here. Yeah, right between the shoulder blades. And I think I am actually going to just go in with an elbow here for a second, okay? There we go. Okay. Yeah, so this is me. Oh, really just working between those shoulder blades. Yeah. Okay. And just down a little bit. There we go. Okay, great. All right. You doing okay? Okay, good. Good, 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 good. All right. Let's just feel these shoulders. Let's give them some nice squeezes. Some nice safe squeezes. Down the sides. Yeah, and so this is the sort of the bulb of the shoulder into the upper arm, right? Yeah. Yeah, and this is a grounding technique that I really love. It always makes me feel very sort of, I guess, kind of safe and protected. Yeah. Just nice squeezes. Okay. Alright, oh my goodness, that's Bungalow Kitty. Okay. Alright, so let's just feel into this torso a little bit. I am gonna just feel down the spine. Just not do anything too intense at the moment, but just feel with a few fingers, just this sort of like at the base of the tailbone into the sacral area, okay? Yep. Okay, if we go to the hips now. Okay, all right, so I'm just wiggles to these hips. You know, it's funny, I know that I advertise this as a full body massage, but I'm realizing that your gluteus maximus is too big to even see where your legs would be. So I guess this is just gonna be more of an upper body to mid body massage, which is totally fine. All right, so let's see. So yeah, I'm just going in. I'm just doing some kneading with thumbs. Got some sort of loud teenage boys outside, so. All right, yeah. So let me just kneading these hips, and again, this is because this is the gluteus maximus muscle. This is a little bit up close and personal. Okay. If at any point you feel uncomfortable, please just let me know. Okay. Yeah, but there we go. Okay, and let's do some wiggle rocks on these hips. Here we go. All right, so let's just to these hips. Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of tilt the hip this way, tilt it that way. I'm gonna like lean into them a little bit. There we go. Oh, this is some pressure work. We've done this before. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. Now let me just do some good kneading. Here we go. Okay. All right. And I am actually just going to just work down this side of the hip a second, just to get a sense. Again, sorry, I said this would be a little bit up close and personal. Let me know. Let's just work down this side of the hip, okay? There we go. Okay. All right. Okay, and we're gonna do some pressure, all right? Oh, there we go. And wiggling back and forth a little bit. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the shoulders and work them a little bit more. Here we go. Some nice good squeezes. Let's feel that shoulder blade again. Here we go. And let's feel this shoulder blade again. Yeah, okay. And let's feel this point right between the blades, okay? And let's go down the spine. One more time. Down to this sacral area. Yeah. And out to the length. Go. Okay, and let's feel the hips. One more time. Yep. You know, I am actually, I think I'm gonna do a bit of elbow work on the outer gluteus. How do you feel about that? Okay, all right. Yeah, it might be a bit intense, but we'll just, we'll find out. Okay, so this is me. It's kind of, well, I can't see. Okay, it's kind of right there. Right, okay. This is, we're doing a little bit of, and this is not gonna, I mean, like I said, it's a little intense, but I'm not like, I'm not trying to have you in agony or anything, right? Yeah, just a little bit of elbow work on this sort of, I guess kind of the hip hinge on your left side. Yeah, okay. And let's lean over here and we're gonna do the same thing. All right. Okay, and let's knead up and down the hips again. There we go. Yep, and up. Oh, let's get the thumbs into the mid-back area. There we go. And to the backs of the shoulders and down the sides of the arms. There we go. And let's feel down the spine again. And up the spine. There we go. Okay, and then there's this area which we did some shoulder work, or excuse me, we did some elbow work on. Did some elbow work on your shoulder, but I think we're gonna try this again. Okay, ready? There we go. Okay. Yeah, so that is that spot right between the shoulder blades. There we go. Okay. All right, let's open the back up a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Let's work the back of the shoulders one more time. Here we go. Okay. All right. And let's go back down to the hips. Just for giving you some nice pats up and down the body. Yeah, there we go. Let's give these hips a few more wiggles. Here we go. And let's do some kneading up and down the hips. Yeah, again, this is the sort of it's kind of the outer gluteus around where the hip is hinged. The hip hinge, yep. Okay. All right. Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay, and let's actually just do a little bit more elbow work. Speaking of this outer hip hinge, okay. Yep, there we go. You still doing okay? Okay, good. Nice. There we go. Yep. And then we are just going to do the other side here. Okay, and let's do just a little bit more pressure work. Oh. Yeah, just pushing down on both hip hinges simultaneously. There we go. Kind of moving my hands subtly back and forth. There we go. Okay. All right. So let's squeeze up and down the body real quick. Yep. There we go. Just gonna feel these shoulder blades one more time. Go. And swing. All right, and down, sort of the upper spine, and then down the spine to the base of the tailbone, and back up. Okay, all right. Hi, how are you doing? Yeah, you're doing good? Okay, great. Okay, great. Well, like I said, this wasn't, I it wasn't a real full body massage, as it turns out, because you're so so generously proportioned. Yeah. Um, but hopefully this work that we did on the upper body and also the mid body, you know, on the hips and the lats, the spine and the shoulder blades. Hopefully that was all relaxing. Hopefully it got some crunchies out. Yeah. And if you were feeling sleepy, which I'm guessing you are totally welcome to just stay on the couch for as long as you want, okay? Yeah. Okay. Of course. And just, okay, let's just do this a little bit. Just walking my hands on the upper back a little bit. Yeah, just to get a sense of whether I did actually get out.